Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is Da Vinci Jeremy. I'm here joined in my studio with Maurizio right beside me.
Exactly. Hey
He's
guys, right beside you. First of all, guys, audio, is it okay? Let us know in the chat, please, if you can hear us okay. That would be good to know, because last time there was some technical issues.
Audio disaster. But we did manage to solve it somehow by switching seats with tone
Exactly.
names.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh my goodness. That was crazy. That was a crazy time, man. Oh boy. Well, we've got a good show for you guys. I hope you sit back, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, right? Because it's a really good show. So make sure you stay all the way to the end. We even have a special guest coming on later on. So don't miss out on that, all right? That's really important that you stick around for that special guest that's going to be on the show approximately around 5, right?
5 o'clock, yeah. 5 o'clock Dubai.
Local time, Dubai time. So, all right, you know what? I'm going to turn on my my back screen there, right? There
Nice.
we go. So you got a little bit of a flavor of color and stuff like that. There we go.
Love it.
All right, there we go. So I know what you guys want to know. You guys want to know what's going on with Waffles. It took a little bath yesterday.
Audio is good. We made it.
Yes, it took a little bath yesterday. It was because somebody came into a Telegram group and she yelled "fire, fire!" Because they wanted cheap Waffles coins, because you can see that this is actually ready to take off, right? And they saw that, and they knew that they weren't going to get enough, because people were diamond handing onto this. Diamond handed Waffles that they weren't letting go. So yeah, but as soon as they yelled fire, of course, you know, the paper, some of the diamond hands turned into like paper hands really quick.
Super quick, right? It's a test of character, you know,
Exactly.
to remove the tourists away.
Exactly,
Right?
exactly. Damn tourists. Anyways, you know, they got a lot of coins and they've already sold them off, and now the price action is ready to a big move, right, in the Waffles coin. So I don't know if you guys got any. If you don't, it's up to you. It is a meme coin, so I understand. Okay, with that said, we got to pay the bills, and we're going to be talking about another meme coin.
Yeah, this is Floki, guys. I didn't actually know. The Floki started off as a meme because of Elon Musk dog, right? But then it evolved pretty much quickly into a kind of a finance hub with NFTs and metaverse and decentralized finance. Pretty cool. And I didn't know also there is kind of named the People's Crypto, which is kind of nice. I like the idea. And as you can see, they have either the Floki token on Ethereum or BNB.
Nice, nice.
You can seamlessly transact between the chains.
This is pretty good. This is, you know what, it's always good to see a meme coin turn into something that's more than just a meme coin. It's an actual product that people could use, people could support and get behind. So that's a good thing, and I hope Waffles can get there as well. All right, with that said, CoinW is also another sponsor of ours that they are. If you want to trade on CoinW, you can head there and head over at coinw.davincij15.com, and also you can get into my private group here, right? Only people who sign up with coinw.davincij15.com can join into this group. So do that right now. Sign up, and you can actually be part of that group.
And you guys can see our live videos, right? When we record.
And when we record the videos,
behind the scene.
Behind the scenes, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Check that out. Okay. Futures AI is a decentralized exchange that you could actually use, right? Futures AI is a world-class futures trading platform requiring no KYC signups.
I like that.
Yeah, that's always good.
Yeah.
Yes, traders get access to a proprietary AI-powered order engine for lightning fast trading execution over 8 unique futures contracts found nowhere else but Futures AI. The FAI token holders and stakers essentially are essential to the ecosystem and rewarded handsomely through a variety of features, including massive revenue sharing directly in ETH and huge airdrop campaigns exclusive to the AI community.
That's
Pretty
pretty
good.
cool.
Pretty
Yeah.
good. Pretty good. All right. Well, let's get on with the news for today. Let's start off with this tragic story, right?
Oh my.
It is horrible. Trader lost 68 million of wrapped Bitcoin in an address poisoning scam. Oof. Damn. So the unknown trader lost 68 million worth of wrapped Bitcoin in a single transaction in an address poisoning scam on May 3rd, according to security firm. Oh boy, oof, that's really rough.
I mean, isn't it a good practice to always do a small transaction
I always do that.
to the address,
Always
right?
do
So
that.
first of all, guys, make sure the address is
Yeah.
correct, check the numbers, maybe the first 5 and the last 5, and then do a test.
Yeah,
Transaction,
I
right?
send a test transaction. Whenever it's a large amount of money, I send a test transaction. Make sure the other side got it. Make sure that I got it if it's sent to me. Yeah, that's a good best practice. The victim wallet was drained. Well, it wasn't really drained. He actually just sent it. Over 97% of the total assets. The rest of its contents have since been removed, leaving them with just $13 worth of ease.
Oh my.
Oh my God. Well, maybe he did actually touch something incorrect. Address poisoning is known as address spoofing, exploit a trader's haste and negligence during transactions. It involves a tricking system into tricking its victims into sending their digital assets to a fraudulent address belonging to the scammers. This is just one instance of a string of address poisoning scams. Yes, I'll explain what that is in a second. On October 23rd, a hacker made off with 1.2 million worth in ARB tokens through the method. Okay.
Yeah.
How does you're like
Funny
address
comment
poisoning?
From Michael says, doing a test on it sucks though, because I think he's referring to the fees, right, that you pay.
Yeah, well, just you know what? Would you rather have lose $10, right, testing it, an extra $10 testing it, or an extra $100 million testing,
Yeah.
not testing it?
Exactly. Even if it's a couple of $100, I mean, losing 68 million, that's bad, no?
That's a good insurance policy, man. Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, so let me just show you what address poisoning is. Let me see here. Okay, so this is an example of address poisoning right here. And I was searching for it, right? You can see, right? Let's just say, I know I sent this guy $100, right, for USDT. I want to send it to him again. And I just send it to this address, and I'm thinking that this was the address that I used to him, and I want to send him maybe a few $1,000s. And so I copy that address, thinking it looks like the right address, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first 3 numbers are correct. 3-4 numbers are correct. So you're on a quick scan, you probably would be like, yeah, that's the right address.
And
it's
it's gone. Yeah. Oh man.
This address poisoning takes advantage of a bug in Etherscan where they can actually create a transaction that you did not create at all, and it shows up as part of your transaction list. You didn't make this a transaction at all. This transaction did not occur on your wallet, ever. Right here, this one right here. On this wallet, it did not occur. But
they're just fishing for you to click.
exactly, they're just fishing for you to go like this, copy the address, and you're screwed.
Here's the thing, right? He even said it in there, hey, be careful, da da da. So I am not sure how can someone send $68 million.
No, I don't know either, but yeah.
Just be careful.
That message is also new, I think. I don't think it was there
before.
But yeah, that's the key thing. You're going to have to be very careful, right, when copying your addresses from a scanner. So use your own wallet, plan, and use addresses. When you're moving large sums of money, make sure you have like a set of addresses that you have placed inside of a password manager, right?
Yep.
You know what a password manager is?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you use a password manager, and those addresses that you find in your password manager is where you're going to be moving money to.
Exactly.
And nothing else.
They're saved.
Yes. Because you know that's the right one. All right. So don't fall into this trap because it's so easy, right? I mean, and so much money is so at stake, right?
Yeah, and also they're going to scammers, which I hate, because these people are taking advantage of human errors and all these things, right? So
you guys know anybody that got poisoned in the chat group? Let me know. What was the worst case you've ever heard of a poisoned address? I mean, probably didn't even know. Some people don't even know how that works, and know that we've seen it. I've seen it in my accountants.
Yep.
And I had to explain it to them. Okay. Moving on. Snowden issues a final warning to Bitcoin developers on privacy enhancements. Okay. Following a recent incident of the Samurai Wallet developers, Snowden once again voiced his concern about privacy in crypto economy. His latest remark came after ZK Snarks declared it would cease its CoinJoin service, a feature that enabled users to blend unspent transaction outputs, UTXOs, to thwart on-chain surveillance. Snowden stressed the urgency for big BTC developers to incorporate privacy features at the protocol level. Well, there is a little bit of there is a little bit of privacy features done on the protocol level after the latest upgrade with Taproot and Schnorr signatures. Schnorr signatures has a unique feature to it that most of you guys don't know. If you send a transaction and I send a transaction, right, and we sign our transaction and put it into the mempool of it going to a different place, right? What can happen is your transaction and my transaction can be merged together, added together, and the outputs, right, are going to the same person. So there's no real, just less space, right? Because you just add the two
merged together.
You add the two signatures together, and that's a valid transaction. So, right, and then you could do that on and on and on. To save space. So it would look like only one person committed the transaction. Basically, they sent it from several different wallets, right? And they went to several different other people, but we don't know from which money went to which person.
Yep.
So, isn't that the same?
Right? Kind of, yeah.
Right? So, yeah, that would pretty much,
So what's this
you
going
don't
on
need
about?
You don't need CoinJoin for that, right?
No.
Now, no, most wallets don't use Schnorr signatures at this current time.
But they can be upgraded, no?
Exactly, right? So, but it's part of the protocol now. It's a new version of the protocol, and you can use it. And so I don't know what Snowden's barking about. Maybe he doesn't know about Schnorr signatures and stuff like that, and that it's effectively the CoinJoin service, right? That they were doing, which is useless now because you can still use it because a lot of people use the old version of Bitcoin's addressing system, right? And it's a different encryption when you're using a Schnorr signatures.
Yep.
Right. It's totally different, and so but the advantage is, right, it saves less. It saves a lot of space on the blockchain.
That's pretty cool,
right? And you can shrink down all the sends, and so you won't know if XYZ person sent it to ABC.
To another person.
Now, the issue with that is, of course, right? He could probably say, "Okay, wait a second here. The NSA, the government could be listening and have a node, right? And then they see that you sent it from this address to that address, and then only on the blockchain does it get stored, with merged together,
All
right?
Informations, yeah.
All that information gets smushed together. So technically, you could say, in that way, in that sense, that the government could find out, right? But it's a step in the right direction, right? And right now, they probably don't have that surveillance set up just yet, but you know, they can, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, but in the future, right, we're gonna have lots of nodes, and those nodes, right, those nodes, individual nodes, can compress the transaction before they pass them on to another node, thus obfuscating the transaction.
Exactly, some of the transactions.
Right? So there you go, right? So that's one way of getting around it in the future. And so you create a node that accepts a bunch of transactions and compresses into it your transaction that the government's trying to look, say, no, you can't send that money. It is a losing battle for the government to go after privacy. The more they tack it, the more it gets fixed.
Yeah.
Right? That's just the way it works, right? It's like you don't fix something that's not broken, right? And so it's only broken, right, from the government side, for our point of view, because the government is making it break.
Yeah, because they don't have full visibility on what's happening.
Exactly. Yeah. And we don't have full visibility of what they're spending on their money.
Exactly, yeah.
And so they want full visibility on my money?
Yeah.
Excuse me? Oh man, what a joke! That's the world we live in with our current system, and we are enslaved by this whole financial system that they have to tell us what we're doing, what we're spending our money on. It's ridiculous. And you know, you need to escape. You need to just in case, like any place, any exchange will eventually exchange to KYC. You better get some ID from another country if you live in any of those lockdown states. That's United States, UK, Germany, right?
Oh, Europe, I would say, no?
Yeah, probably. Because if they start to lock you down from controlling your money. Oh yes, my fiance, she's from Poland, and her grandmother said, the government asked me if how much Bitcoin I have.
Really?
And she's like, maybe I should get some Bitcoin.
Legend. Is that reverse engineering?
Oh my God, that's the most dumbest thing they can do.
Yeah.
Because obviously you want to know how much all your citizens have, so that you can tax them on it.
Yeah.
Because then you know that it's a good thing for them to have. So this is why the citizens are like, really? Okay, maybe I should get some of that.
I remember we were reading about was it Kraken, that they wanted to know your
hardware
address.
wallet. It was Kraken.
No? In
Yeah,
the
they
UK.
asked everybody in the UK. Wow. So there you go. I mean, you need to do something about that, and this is the best option. Yes, it costs money, but hey, you know, freedom is not free.
Yeah.
It never was, right? Throughout the history of mankind, you had to fight. You had to pay your way out. You had to do all kinds of stuff to be free. And if you guys really think you're free, that there is a saying: no man is more enslaved than he actually believes that he's free.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. And so it's like leaving the atmosphere, right? You need to power the rocket. In the beginning, it's going to be hard and hard and hard, but then when you break through the last bit, boom, you know, you are in space. So it becomes easier as far as you go forward, no?
Yeah, exactly. Here, I want to talk about the next is the grayscale's inflows. Wow, for the first time.
Amazing.
What the hell?
This is amazing.
I thought people were like selling Bitcoin.
Grayscale is not bleeding anymore. I mean, we'll see what happens next week, but for the first time since January 11, which is when the spot Bitcoin ETF has been approved and started, Grayscale has not been selling, but a bought. So
So,
Double yummy, right?
yeah, that's amazing for Bitcoiners, like, because like that might mean that this might turn around. We might not see Bitcoin go down to 52 now. That's not a guarantee, of course, unfortunately. Because sorry, I'm looking for a file. You're like, what the hell is he doing? Yes, I'm looking for this file right here because I want to show you something else. Because that might be just the beginning of something very juicy, which is like here, this particular power law time contours, whatever that is.
I like that.
Whatever that is,
I like it.
Right? They're coming out saying that we project, and this is projection.
Yeah.
Just take it with some salt, some pepper, some
some hopium,
and a lot of hopium.
But ain't bad, the projection is nice.
Yes, it is very nice projection. It comes up with $1 million Bitcoin somewhere between July the 2031 and 36. So yeah, I regardless of whether or not this occurs the way it says it's going to occur or is going to happen another way, it really doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin will be $1 million or more because how many millionaires are there? 50 million millionaires? And when it's time for them to when they realize that they need to get a whole Bitcoin, they can't.
They can't. And it's not even 21 million anymore. It's 21 minus the one that people have lost, plus the one have not been minted yet. So what, 16 maybe?
So, the beautiful thing about that is that there's going to be people out there who's going to hold one Bitcoin just to show off.
I have one.
I have one, a whole one. Because, there'll be a time when, we're not going to be counting Bitcoins, we're going to be counting Satoshis.
Yeah.
And it will be a flex.
Yeah.
So you imagine how many people are going to flex.
And how many people we want to, but they can't, so they'll have to buy it, not from us, not from you guys.
Yeah, not from me.
Not gonna happen. We will be flexing. So someone will have to sell, right?
Exactly. And there'll always be paper hands. There'll always be paper hands. They always exist. But man, well, what that means is that the price of Bitcoin will exceed over $1 million for sure, as those flexors just gonna be like, look,
I got one. Yeah. Yeah, and then not even mentioning where the dollar is gonna be at that point, because inflation is real, man. Like prices have gone up, cost of living has gone up, right? So the whole thing is twisted.
Yeah, no, it has been twisted. Okay, I think we're done for the news for today. So let's get on to the Q&A.
Nice.
As we wait for our guest to pop in, what do you got for us in the Q&A?
Yeah, guys, let us know in the chat if you have any questions for us. So Billy is saying Bitcoin sideways until June. Let me go back to the face mode.
Oh man, guys, you couldn't even let me get a chance to buy some of this.
What do you think? We're going sideways until June?
Sideways? Oh, for the Bitcoin, sideways until June, probably down. We should be headed lower. I mean, it's right now we're at 64. I would try to short this again, even though Bitcoin broke out of my stops here. Probably stopped us out. No, it didn't stop us out, but anyways, it probably will try to stop us out before it actually breaks down, because that's how Bitcoin does nowadays. Here on this chart you can see. But yeah, I think you could hold your shorts a little bit longer because, man, I really, really think that this thing is going to roll over. Because why? Well, I mean, there's lots of it's to sell in May and then walk away. There's the Ethereum's TA is a little bit more accurate a little bit more accurate. So I feel that this is the odds of that, because this is more likely to go down too, right? This has I mean, the TA is clear. We have lower highs like all over the place. Map. This is like the targeting is set like crazy. Like, I mean, we can set all kinds of like AB equals CDs to the same target. We can do you know, what's it called? Fibonacci retracements to the same target. So if we did the retracement from here to there, right? I think it was which one did? No, it's not this one. It was right here. Sorry.
It would be perfect. It would be a perfect trap because everyone is going to follow in, thinking we're going higher, and then, boom, liquidations.
So there we go. It is like a clear indication, right? We have like the 1.618 from this top to that, right? At that target. We have an AB equals CD from there to there. We have it all, man. And then there's all kinds of resistance here. Look, right here, we can see that I mean, it's not impossible that we don't come down here, but you can see that there's support here. I mean, there's lots of support here, and then, yeah, you have everything there, everything
lined up for that. So what will have to happen for you to change your mind? Like, we will have to pump over 70 or?
Yeah, we would have to pump really heavily here. For the Ethereum to switch it around, it has to go well over the 68.
And close.
No, sorry, 3,800. Sorry, 3,800. Because I'm always thinking about Bitcoin. 3,800 for Bitcoin, we would have to just pump not too far, about 68 actually. There you go.
Okay,
There you go. Bitcoin on the brain.
Yeah.
It's 68 before we can change our tune, right? And so there it is, right?
Okay, nice. That makes sense.
So those are the issues for both Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay.
Nice.
Whew, guys, man, save some for the kids, man. Like, there's not much waffles out there.
Yeah, I know, right? There's a lot of waffle lovers in the chat, by the way.
Exactly.
So Bangkok says, can we do a Crypto collab, please?
I would love to do that. I'll give him a shout.
Yeah, Chris, let's do it. We are down for it. Okay, so Albugi is saying, is the future AI only for crypto? Have you done any trading on it? Futures AI only for crypto?
I believe so. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't opened up an account just yet. So that's the honest truth.
Thank you for the question. Thoughts on Dogecoin recent pump? The Persian reactor is saying.
Dogecoin recent pump.
I don't know if you've seen, but Tesla basically announced you can buy stuff on their website with Dogecoin, but they're only referring to merchandising. So there was a meme which is like reality versus expectation, and since they announced the Doge and the expectation was a Tesla car and reality is a mug, you can only buy merch. It's really funny. It's really funny.
That's a good one. Oh wow, this pump is interesting. I mean, we broke. See, we're creating a breakout, decision-making breakout, and we broke down, and so yeah, it was like, oh no. And so right now, it's this is it's probably dead cat. Dead cat. Dead cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's like no indication of what's it called, divergence. So we've broken above the last higher high, but it wasn't a major location, right? So it's easy to break that, and so we can say that in order to turn this thing around, it has to be well over 21 cents.
Do you think it depends also on what Bitcoin does, right? So if Bitcoin is going to pump, then
no, I think you should wait until because if Bitcoin pumps, these things will go stagnant because everybody's going to be focused on Bitcoin.
Makes sense.
And then I think I really think that wait for the summertime, July,
and see how it goes.
and August. Sorry, that will be a really good time to get into Dogecoin. But
Nice.
yeah, you could always just dollar cost average in right now. It's fine.
Exactly. Ali is asking how far Sol will reach by 2025.
De la soul, de la soul, soul. You feeling the soul? You feeling soul? You feeling soul actually not being SOL? Well, Soul took a little bit of a beating, but it kept on ticking. I should have converted some when it was down at 114 Jesus. I had some dry powder that I should have deployed into Soul. Because yeah, you know what? Honestly, guys, Soul, it's got a lot of soul. Right?
Yeah, I think it's gonna go. I was not expecting for Sol to push back after the FTX, so I think now it's gonna go through.
Well, I knew it would.
Yeah, you even said $100.
I said a long time ago.
And I know, and I was like, and it's gone.
You were like doubting. You were doubting.
I was
doubting Thomas.
And again, I told you so came up.
Exactly, but as you can see, right, this little move backwards has puts the 61.8 well above its all-time high, 1.618, the golden ratio. Yeah. So once we break to that, break out from here, we're going to go straight up to 270. So once we do that, then it's, it's sky's the limit you're talking about. Let's just say we can go, not sky's the limit, but I would say a 4x from, it's possible, a 4x because of the use case so this would be a stopping point, maybe $400 mark area, but I would say you can easily go, let's go with the settings here. The 4 is already set to over $1,000.
Over $1,000, yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, because there's a lot of cryptos on there, and if they can hold and keep the cryptos from coming on, even if the owner keeps saying no more meme coins, stop the meme coins. Well, you know what? Stop, just because people are using your product in a way that you didn't see design it. It's not your fault. It's not their fault. Just they're using it the way they feel to use. They should use it. They want to use it, and you should be happy that people are using it and not discouraging them from using it, even if it's not in its intended use case.
Yep, exactly. And thank you so much, guys, for all the amazing questions. So we have so many. Let me see if I can find. Oh, Chris is saying, why don't you and Carl stream anymore? Guys, we do on Wednesday, right?
Yeah, every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday on Carl's channel, The Moon Show. So make sure to tune in, because Da Vinci and Carl are streaming indeed together. Okay, where can I buy Waffle coin? Please advise.
Oh, Waffles coins. Well, you can go to Twitter, right? And then you can go find Waffles on Solana. Make sure you follow these guys, right? Again, this is not my token. This is just I'm supporting these guys by providing them videos and so forth, and helping them build up the community. And you can come on here. You can go onto Deck Screener. You need to get some Solana. You have to get a Phantom wallet in order to buy some Waffles.
Yep. Nice.
Right, and there it is. Right, it's not that hard. Right.
We have a super chat from Hawk. Thank you. If you have a question, let me know. I don't see the question, so let me know. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciated. I'm checking. Yeah, I can't see it. So let me know if you have a specific question to say. Let's see. Doom is asking, what are your prediction with Bitcoin and Ethereum, especially with the ETF? I think price-wise. Higher. Much higher. Much
Yeah, exactly.
higher.
Well, Ethereum is going to probably go to over $10,000 easily by 2025. So hang on to your butts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bitcoin is going to be it's going to be tricky to say because we never have institutions following in, right? So it could go really,
Yeah,
really
it could go
fast.
bananas.
Exactly, could go bananas. Okay, TikTok Vibes, good name, is saying, hey, Da Vinci, any thoughts about ADA?
Yeah, ADA is it's not dead. It's just not going to be able to do what Solana has done. Right? Can it break out above? Let's just see here. Its previous all-time high? No, I think it's going to do something more like what
Solana? No.
what XRP did.
Mm.
We'll get up to $1 easily, maybe $1.50, $1.50, but that would be it.
For the cycle?
Yeah.
You reckon? No, I'm bullish about ADA.
I don't think so because there's no one building there,
well, the ecosystem is. I mean, I agree. Not as much as meme coin and stuff on Solana, but if you
can name a project that's built on that. Yeah.
Google it. Google Cardano ecosystem.
No, but I shouldn't
Massive.
have to Google it.
I
right?
know, you should know, right? Yeah, but equally on Solana, besides meme coins, what's going on there, right?
Right. We all know that Base, right, and Solana have gotten attention, right? We all know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not denying it.
Okay.
That they'll have to do something with. Yeah, I mean, I know they're working with World Mobile to do some stuff. They're doing some ideas in Africa, but those are. I think it's a different kind of market, you know. Like, but I don't know. I mean, like you said, it's not the wallets you need, Dedalus and all those. It's a very different, specific ecosystem. Right?
I get a lot of projects that come to me asking me to support them, and not one.
It's on Cardano.
Yeah.
Definitely a small percentage, I agree. So, yeah, it'll be a good one to see.
There it is.
See how does it go. Oh, super chat. Actually, a bunch of super chat. Sorry, guys. So Sherwin is asking, thank you, by the way, for the super chat. Why Tether not fully pegged to the dollar, being backed up by other asset? So do you think that Tether can collapse at any given day? Because since it's not backed by, I mean, technically it's backed by the
Treasury,
dollar.
U.S. Treasury, so it's the same shit, different pile, right? And so basically, you know, the U.S. Treasuries are 100% guaranteed. I mean, come on. They're not going to default on the ability, they can print money, so they're not going to default. The U.S. government is not going to default.
Yeah.
And so your bonds, or federal bonds, are good as the dollar.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they're backing it up. And so effectively, they wouldn't have gotten this high and this big unless the U.S. government said, oh, okay, we anoint you. We allow you to do this.
Yeah.
And by the way, you're making sure you're going to buy our bonds. Right?
Yeah. It's in the same sentence.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for selling back down Waffles, right? You know, the kids need to get some, right, on a cheap. They really appreciate you, right? You know.
Yeah. By the way, our guest is almost ready, but before we have the last super chat from MJ Metrics. Thank you, by the way. And it had thoughts on Sui. By the way, I will have them on my podcast sometime maybe next week or the week after. So make sure to go and subscribe on my channel because I'm going to talk to the founders
All
of
right.
Sui.
So let's bring up your channel. It's on YouTube, right? Mr. M. Pond.
And I will talk to the founders about their project. So if you like Sui, make sure to, yeah.
It's really easy to find, Mr. M. Podcast.
There you
It's
go.
the first
Boom.
one.
Nice.
There you go. And there it is.
There it is.
Mr.
Nice.
M.
Love
There
it.
it is. Look, it's you.
It's
It's
me.
you.
Where we have the best gold versus Bitcoin debate, which if you've not seen, you have to go and watch it because Da Vinci goes head to head with Peter Schiff.
Yeah, you
So-
need to feature that video here, right?
It is, yeah, it is. It should, by the way, if you're not subscribed, but maybe I should do it also if you are, because it's the biggest one who comes up.
It's a good one. It was good.
Maybe Nomis, short in Bitcoin now, good idea?
Yes,
What do you think?
I agree. Bitcoin short, really good, right? Looking really juicy right now. Yeah, but you know, it's gonna have to. It might try to stop you out a little bit because, you know, the obvious stop is the 64.5, the 64.6 level, and so, you know, there's a lot of I noticed that Bitcoin does a lot of stop hunting. Yeah, so consider that. Maybe consider that an entry. Remember that, you know, if it's an entry, right, it also means that if there's a balance of people making that an entry, they're not going to stop hunt that.
Yeah, makes sense. Nice. Okay.
Next question.
Next question. Yeah, there's a bunch. Gibson says, Gamecoin not making much. Will they take later on this cycle?
Yeah, I think game coins will eventually, you know, spark, and once they do, you better be ready. You better be ready. You better be at that puck, holding on to a bunch of tokens, right? And you know, you just buy with conviction, right? Some of the good gaming tokens, and you'll see a positive result.
Yeah, and you know, I think building good games take time. So I think we'll see a wave of all the people who have been building so far, you know, launching.
Exactly.
Through a space where there's going to be a bunch of options for sure. Nice. Let's see. Oh, so many. You guys are the best. So many questions. Yeah, okay. Some people are saying about the audio. Okay, yeah. We'll have the guests back next week, guys. We will sort it out. I think I'll probably stay in my studio, which is never a problem.
I know, exactly.
But when I'm here, for some reason, maybe because of my laptop, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out why. Let's see.
You didn't, the first time you were here, you didn't have any problems.
The first
right?
time.
First time I remember I dialed in, the very, very first time.
Yeah, but the thing is, we never change anything. So that's super weird. That's super weird. Yeah, there's a lot of audio comments, and thank you guys. By the way, I had the camera open, so I was focusing on the guest, thinking we've done the testing, it was working. So, but yeah, it is what it is. We'll fix it next time.
All right, we'll end it if you can't find any one more question.
Yeah, there's probably people trying to tell us. But
all right, guys. Well, thank you very much for watching today's show. I know there was a little bit of a mess up there, but we'll have the guests back on, and yeah, it'll be another great show for you guys to watch. All right. Well, thanks again, and we'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
Cheers.